Today is my 19th wedding anniversary, and I am living proof that your past does not have to define your future. You see, I met Pete, my now husband, when I was pretty young, and in the years before we met, my family had been through some really tricky and tough times, which culminated in my parents divorcing, and the circumstances surrounding that were hugely painful for all of us as a family. And so when I met Pete, marriage was the last thing on my mind, and honestly speaking, I had quite a lot of deep-rooted trust issues, and I really didn't know if I believed that a marriage could work or last or endure based on what I'd seen happen in my own household. So in a world where we often celebrate and value a lot of the external things, we can sometimes miss the journey. And when I think about the number 19, it does sound like something to be celebrated, but what you often miss is the daily, minute by minute, hour by hour choices that are made during that time period. A 19-year marriage doesn't happen by accident, it happens by choice. It happens through intentionally choosing to love that person day by day, to be faithful, to be committed, to trust one another, to work through the rough patches, to support each other through the highs and the lows and all of the different things that happen in between. There's a beautiful verse in 1 Corinthians 13, and this is a classic wedding passage, isn't it? But we read this passage at our wedding, and I love this verse because it says this: love never gives up, never loses faith, is always hopeful, and endures through every circumstance. I don't know what outward achievements you have in your life. I think so often we focus on having a fantastic career or having enough wealth to reach certain life goals, or maybe there are certain things on our sort of bucket list that we want to have ticked off, places we want to go, things that we want to have done, and none of that's necessarily wrong. But sometimes it can take away the value of little day by day attitudes and behaviours that shape our life, that shape our direction, that shape our character and the people that we're becoming. If right now you're looking at some difficult circumstances, whatever they may be, I am living proof today that your past does not have to determine your future.